You right in there, little doggo? And we're live. Oh. So we've finished another season of... I'm going to move that down a bit and point it that way. Hopefully it's as good quality. It's the exact same one. It's just a little bit lower. But anyway, we've watched the season 2 of Walking Dead, and we're going to review season 2 of The Walking Dead. If you didn't see season 1, then that's fair enough. But yeah, there's going to be spoilers, so spoilers ahead. We'll get into it at about the 4-minute mark. At the 4-minute mark, if you're watching the backlog or in the review live stream, the review playlists or whatever, if you're watching this later on, if you're not watching it in the live stream, skip ahead to the 4-minute mark, because like if it's jittery in and out, it's generally refreshed itself and fixed itself by the 4-minute mark. But yeah, I'll get into what we're talking about by then. JJ's having a bit of a whinge, so if you hear him, you hear him. Let me know in the comments section before the 4-minute mark. Oh, hey, there's a super chat there. That's cool. Hey, Corey, legend. That's a guy I used to play cricket with. Where are we? Just
thanks.
Fucking yeah, nothing. No comment or anything. Just yeah, nice. Thanks, bro. You're a legend. You're a sick cunt. And yeah, CJ's there as well. And so yeah, I was just gonna say we'll say hi to the people in the comment section. That's dope. Money.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's cool. So at the 4-minute mark, we'll get into it. Get into our review of the second season. I have thoughts. We haven't watched our cheers, Corey. You're a legend, man. I miss you as well. You're a cool dude. But yeah, we'll chill when we eventually come back to Australia at some point. It'll happen. But if you haven't seen the first season review, what we did is we reviewed the whole first season, and we've got like a scale that we review it on. We've got a total out of 50 each. Cinema. I'll get into it at the 4-minute mark actually, because that saves repeating myself fucking multiple times and stuff. But yeah, if you're in the stream here right now, if you can do me a solid and hit the like button, because there's currently like 6 or 7 viewers and 2 likes, and the more likes, the more eyeballs, and the more people it gets suggested to or something. You know how it works. YouTube's a fickle beast. But how's Mini Jules going? He's just here. He's got the same like swirl pattern of hair that I do, which I'm like oddly proud of. I don't know why I'm proud of that.
Awake, I can show him.
It's he's cute. I like it. And apparently he looks like me. Like hold him up straight next to me. Everyone's saying that he's like the exact spitting image of me. So oh sorry, Cleo. I keep like just putting your head underneath myself, don't I? But yeah. Hi. Just imagine him with a beard, you know?
Yeah, look at his face. That's Jules. He won't look away. He won't look that way. There we go.
But yeah. He's a cuttlefish. He's a tiny, tiny little squid. But we've got 1 more minute until we're going to get into the actual review. But yeah, no, thanks again, Corey. You're a legend. You're awesome. I'm going to just like tilt that up one time. Maybe pull it actually. I'll pull it closer to us and then tilt it up a little bit. That's a bit better, don't you think?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Jacob, how you doing, mate? And yeah, hi to anyone in the stream. Thank you all for being here and whatnot. What else was I going to say? Yeah, we finished the second season. We've actually watched the first episode of the third season, just like we did last time. But, you know, we're not going to be talking about anything that we saw in the first episode of the third season. Obviously... You know, the internet is the internet, so if you're gonna spoil stuff in the comments, you may as well. I enjoy stuff even when I've been spoiled. So like, I would prefer you didn't spoil, but even if you do, you're not gonna get like some big fucking scene out of me or anything. So don't stress. But you know, like how some people are like, you spoiled it. You know, like we're gonna have spoilers for the second season in this. If for some reason you haven't seen it, is what it is. So we're at the 4-minute mark now, anyway.
Watching it, so.
But yeah, so we've each watched bits and pieces of The Walking Dead, and this is the first time that both of us have actually sat down to actually watch it, right? And so, yeah, we watched the first season, which, if you haven't seen the video for that, it's in a playlist. It's the first video in our movie/TV review playlist. This is the second video in it as well, so there we are. But if you're watching this in the live stream and didn't see it, we had this scale, right? Which was cinematography and effects out of 10 each for a total out of 20. Plot out of 10 each for a total out of 20. Script writing out of 10 each for a total out of 20. Acting out of 10 each for a total out of 20. And how invested we were, or the investment the story provides, out of 10 for a total out of 20.
Sorry, I was thinking about something.
Right. And wait, thinking about what?
When you said the investment, it made me think of how invested we were in certain characters.
Oh yeah, and
Invested.
how
The opposite.
Oh man, there were so many characters I just wanted to die in this season, but we'll get into that.
He was mean about it. He was like, "I hope she dies."
Well, I mean, really, like, why be such a major plot point and not even be on the screen? Like there better be a big fucking payoff. Like, I hope she's in that barn, and then she was in the barn, and it was like, there we go, that's good enough. You know,
everything.
like, no, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be a big payoff. But anyway, we'll get into that. And yeah, the total out of 50 each, and then total all up out of 100. That's how we rate stuff. And we, my fucking laptop is being lame and threw up something about an update, but it's gone, so don't stress. Yeah, that's how we do things, and that's how we're going to do things again. But first, we'll do a recap of what actually happened. And basically, do you remember what happened from the start of the season to the end of the season?
I forgot how it started.
Main location is the farm. They were at the lab.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the end of season one was that they were at the lab. Old black lady blew herself up with the doctor guy whose wife had like. Why are you licking the baby for, you weirdo? Anyway, like whose wife had been the test subject and stuff. That guy started there. Then they like were just on the highway. Mm-hmm. Or looking for a place. Carl got shot by Otis.
Oh yeah, Carl got shot.
Carl got shot by Otis, and then they had to like race to Otis's farm, which was the farm, and then they were on the farm. Yeah, then Shane killed Otis, which like was a thing that we both saw coming. We thought that we both knew that was going to happen. But it was interesting the way it all played out and everything like that. It was still fun to watch and stuff. JJ's face. Little cutie. But yeah, so that was cool and interesting. Laurie's still around, still annoying, still a fucking slut. Like she's just such a shit character. I don't like her. I hope she gets eaten. You know, like, or I hope, like, what I actually hope, it wouldn't have happened. I would have heard about it, but I hope like somehow zombie baby eats her from the inside out. That would be like how she suggested. I think that was in the first episode of the third season, actually, that she said that. So we shouldn't talk about that. But yeah, she's annoying. I don't like Laurie at all. She shits me to tears. I didn't like Sophia. She died. She ends up dying. She was in the shed the whole time.
You didn't like the children.
I don't like the child actors. They're annoying.
I was mad at Laurie for being mad at her husband for killing Shane when he was defending himself.
She like full on set it up as well. She was like, he's dangerous. Like full on Lady Macbeth did. She Lady Macbeth did. She was Lady Macbething it and then cried, woe is me. Like fucking, it was,
husband,
man.
How dare you kill my boyfriend who was trying to kill you?
Yeah, how dare you do what I literally whispered in your ear and told you to do. Like, fucking what, cunt? Fuck off. Like, that's bullshit. She's shit. I don't know if it's shit writing or if she's just a shit character and it's good writing and I don't like her because of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, so she crashed her car as well, and then like Shane lied to her and got her to come back, and Rick and all that killed people that were living. Like Rick, Herschel and Glenn were out there when that happened. Glenn froze up because he's into Maggie and whatnot. Maggie has a shit accent.
You can tell she's English, doing a Southern American accent.
Yeah, which is strange. Because why wouldn't you just get a Southern actress? But anyway,
when she was crying, I was like, she doesn't sound.
Yeah, it was weird, but that is that is what that is.
I like her character though. I actually like Megan.
Yeah, I didn't mind Herschel. I knew something was shifty about him. Now that he's not so shifty, I don't mind him. Near the end of the season,
I think we were supposed to think he was shifty, but he was just dumb because he's like. He thought that they would come back. They were already dead, but he thought they'd come back and he'd be able to save them and sit around a dinner table and play poker. They're just going to come back to life.
Breaking the legs of chickens and throwing them in. You know what I mean? But it was an enjoyable season. I think. Like before we get into anything, like realistically, like time frame of what happened was they left the Splody fucking CDCA or whatever it was, not CDCA. CDC. Yeah, CDCA is a cricket association back home. But
Center for Disease Control.
Yeah, the fucking CDC, they left that place. Carl got shot, somehow survived, annoyingly survived. But at least the other kid died, so that's fine.
Carl's a major character.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, can we like hire teenagers instead of like actual little kids? Because little kids generally can't act.
He grows up throughout the show.
Well, I hope he gets better at acting because like he's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hanging shit on a kid. Far more successful a life than I've ever had. You know what I mean? Like he's obviously doing better than I am. But I'm not trying to like tell him he's bad at or anything right now. But yeah, I'm not enjoying the stunted like the line just got read to him obviously, and he's got that one face. I'm just not into child actors most of the times. And maybe that's a fault on my part. Maybe if JJ becomes a child actor, I'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I said anything like that. He's literally grabbing the dog with his foot. That's funny. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Like, what was I saying? The kid died. No, the kid didn't die, but then the kid did die.
They were looking for Sophia for like the whole season.
Yeah, which was annoying. Like, I felt like it dragged on a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. That's. I mean, they found a place to stay, and now they've lost a place to stay. So that's the season arc in a nutshell. But I enjoyed it. It was good. Do you want to get into the actual like ratings of what we did? Or what you think anyway? Cinematography / effects out of 10. What would you give it?
Probably the same as last time because it's.
What was the same as last time?
I don't remember.
All right, I'll check. So, what would you think in your mind?
8.5.
Yeah, you gave 8.5 last time. That was a good guess. I also gave 7 last time.
Because
so
the walkers are just kind of like, I don't know, they're creepy. Like a lot of zombie stuff doesn't scare me, but I remember the first season of this actually scared me because they run and like I don't know, just their faces.
Yeah,
it's really good special effects. Maybe.
I like the special effects of all the people that died. That was pretty cool, and the zombies just eating shit, and the zombies being stuck in the mud, and not zombies, sorry, walkers being stuck in the mud, and all that sort of stuff, like them being led along and stuff. I don't know if that's special effects or if that's acting, you know what I mean, or if it's like comes down to fucking like cinematography, not cinematography, but like choreography, getting the zombies to zombify walkers to, be the way they are and shit, like it's cool. I like it. They work well. So I think I'm gonna go up. I'm going to up my thing from it was 7 last time, but I'm going to go 7.5 for cinematography and effects because they are fucking good. They're fucking good, but I'm wary of going too high too soon. This is only our second stream, you know what I mean, on reviews. So I don't want to be like, oh, this is flawless, and then like the stuff that's better than it, be like, I have nowhere to go from here. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah. So what's 8.5 plus 7.5? That's fucking 8 plus 8, so 16, basically, right? Yeah.
Out of 20?
Yeah, 16 out of 20 for cinematography and effects. Not bad, not bad. Now, plot.
JJ has something to say.
Yeah, evidently. What do you think about the plot of the second season, little man? All at the farm, Shane spewing his tits up all the time, being a whinger, but actually saying legitimate stuff most of the time, come to think of it, but then getting killed for it. What do you think about the fact that everyone just turns, regardless of how they died? That was a bit of a fucking... bombshell, you know what I mean? That was interesting. That like you can get your neck snapped and then still be walkified. Yeah, that's heavy. But
he agrees.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think of the plot overall? Like, did you like the farm sort of style stuff?
I did. I knew they weren't gonna stay there, like obviously, but I don't know. Like I did like that they found it. They didn't really have any
fences, which was
weird.
Remember
I had that question.
They had like a couple of wooden fences.
I had that question. Remember, I was like, how did they manage to keep that there so long? And it was literally just like
a couple of miles off the highway.
Yeah, an open field, and you just see the house. They weren't like really boarding it up. Like at night, they're all in and out of the house. I was like, I'm surprised that they haven't died.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it was for me as well. It was a bit of a surprise that they weren't dead, to be honest. But I
thought maybe they knew something that we didn't know, but like maybe they were keeping them away. But really, everyone that wandered on their land, they just threw them in a barn.
Yeah, they didn't even kill them or anything, which was strange. But that is what that is as well. That was an interesting plot point. We did call it though. We knew it as soon as he said it. They were standing outside on the porch, Rick and Herschel, and Herschel was like, "Oh, stay out of the barn," and we were like, "There's something in that barn." We were both just like,
looks, and you're like, yeah, they know something.
Yeah, we were both like, well, something's happening in that barn. That's a plot point. Yeah, even JJ knew exactly. But but yeah, so that was cool, I guess. The Sophia stuff really dragged on for me. I wasn't a big fan of that whole
I knew she was dead by the third episode of them still looking for her.
Yeah, but Shane made good points. Like I know Shane's dead now. Like not rip Shane because he was a dickhead. We didn't like that character. We didn't like him at all. But like, nonetheless, he made some good points about the girl. Like, why are they still looking for her? Like, why don't they just fuck off to where they're gonna fuck off to? Except she's dead. Move on. Because that's what happened. As soon as what's her name? Fucking Coral Reef. Yeah.
Carol.
Fucking Carol.
Carol, Carl, Daryl.
Yeah,
all
like
those names.
Is there a thing between Carol and Daryl as well? I feel like they're hinting at a thing between Carol and Daryl. That's what you were saying before. Hey,
like a little cougar-tiger relationship.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But
I feel like Carol's more interested in Daryl.
Yeah. I don't know if Daryl's interested in anyone really. He's really kicking the shit out of the dog. She's super patient.
You should put her on that side.
I could do that, I suppose. Here, come over here, Cleo. Let him kick the shit out of me instead. But anyway, the
he looked at you like, "Why'd you take my toy away?"
Yeah. Hey, I was feeling that fur on my feet. But yeah, no, what was I saying? Fucking Laurie is a hoe. Laurie has been a hoe the whole time. Laurie's been Lady Macbeth and that up being a fucking hoe.
I bet it's Shane's baby.
And it's probably Shane's baby. It could be anyone's baby. It could be fucking T-Dog's baby. Like, let's be real. Like, it's fucking she just been fucking teabagging everyone. She, like, how many days was it? Like, the flowers were dead, sure, but how many days was it, really? Let's be serious.
Like a week, probably.
With the flashbacks and everything we know, like, it was like a week.
His hair was the same length.
He hadn't even grown a beard. Like, and she's off fucking his mate. She's
I
a
thought
hoe.
you were dead, like 4 days later.
Yeah, you thought I was dead.
That badly
Did you not mourn?
Yeah.
Did you not think about mourning for, like, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, how long was my body yet cold before you put your penis in her mouth? Like, you know what I mean? Like, some friend, some wife, fuck them both. I hope they're both dead by the end of season 3. Like, I mean, Shane's already dead, but I hope Laurie dies soon.
I don't think that's gonna happen though.
I mean, it can dream, right? I hope Laurie dies. I hope Andrea dies. I hope Beth dies. I hope Maggie dies.
I was rooting for Andrea though.
I hope. No, Herschel can't die because he's a doctor, so he can't die.
I just know he's not going to die because I've seen glimpses of
T-Dog can't die because he's the only black guy. And like, well, I mean, let's be honest there. And every black person they bring on, it's like, oh, shot 2 scenes later. Like, it's not a thing. T-Dog's the token black guy, so he's got to survive for a little bit longer, unless they bring someone else in. Like the end scene of like, or the nearly end scene of season 2 was the one with the hooded figure that you think's a chick and I think might be Mel, but I don't know. Like, Mel's dead. Like, you keep saying Mel's dead, but I don't know if Mel's dead because we didn't see Mel die.
It looked like a female.
We just saw a hand.
And they saved Andrea.
Yeah, they did save Andrea. We know that now, but I'm just saying I thought it was Mel. We know now it wasn't because we've seen the first episode of the 3rd, but you thought it was a chick. I didn't. Full disclosure, it is a chick, and it's Michonne, and she's black. So maybe they will kill off T-Dog because they're like.
Just stop.
I'm just saying it's getting crowded for them. You know what I mean?
God.
Like they've had.
You can have more than one. You can have more than one black.
I know you can. I know you can, but do they? Like, because they haven't thus far. I'm just saying. So I wouldn't be surprised if T-Dog dies soon.
No, I think he's locked in.
I'm just saying, badass new black character.
We should read some of the comments. They're getting long, like a lot.
Well, all right, we'll read some in a sec, but we'll get to. What do you give the plot for the second? Thinking about how long the Sophia shit dragged on, but how interesting the fact that they kept them in a barn and thought that there was a potential cure. That is an interesting tweak.
It's interesting, but it annoyed me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you be that stupid? Like, they clearly were dead.
Well, I mean, he was a man of like. I mean, he did have sort of sound logic. Stop licking my knee right next to the microphone. He did have sort of sound logic with the whole AIDS epidemic and like the different viruses and all that sort of stuff. You know, like it.
But people have to die in order to be turned into a walker. So did he think he was gonna?
He didn't see that though. They just wandered onto his farm through the creek. Yeah, like meth heads. He kept saying like people who do whacked out shit when they're fucking.
Nobody looks like that.
Affected.
Nobody looks like that.
Yeah, but like. I don't know. Maybe he's just dumb. Maybe he's just dumb, you know. Like, but yeah, okay. So keeping all of it in mind, what would you give the plot out of 10 for the season?
8.
8. You said all of that with all of those like negative things, and you're gonna give it an 8.
7.5. I'm
just like I don't mean to influence your thing, and I know I say that all the time, but I'm just saying.
I mean, just because I think that they were dumb, like that family for keeping them all alive. I don't think the rest of the plot was that bad.
Beth, what does Beth add to the fucking story?
Maybe she'll be a bigger character later. She's growing up.
Like Amy was going to be a bigger character later, and I was saying that fucking like that fishing scene is the same as those two sisters on the bed.
Oh yeah, see,
who's Amy? Exactly, that's exactly my point.
I forgot.
The fucking Amy Andrea fishing scene in season 1 that I was like, there is no point to this. That this is not a storyline that appeals to me. What character was developed? Amy died.
They were just
Nobody
showing
cared.
the fact that they were sisters and they had that bond.
We knew they were sisters. They had the necklace thing.
They were showing
the necklace thing, and there was like there was a reason to understand she had a sister.
She never got to give her the necklace.
Yeah, I know, but they're like we already understood that from a story plot. That this is writing point, not plot. But I'm just saying, like Andrea and Amy annoyed me. Beth and Glenn's chick, what's her name?
Maggie.
Noodles.
I like Maggie.
Maggie Noodles. Yeah, Maggie. Not Maggie Noodles. Maggie Noodles are a thing in Australia. It's like 2-minute noodles. But yeah, Maggie.
Like ramen?
She seemed, it's exactly like ramen. It's the exact same thing as ramen, just an Australian brand, I think. But anyway, might not even be an Australian brand. But anyway, more to the point. You gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm probably going to give it a 6 out of 10 this season. Maybe even a 5.5, actually, because it's a pass mark. It passes. It's watchable. I liked it. All the different things and the setting around it for the overarching plot were good, but specifically for this season,
it was kind of
the Sophia shit dragged on. The barn thing was predictable because it was 2 or 3 episodes too long for my liking. The herd did come out of nowhere, like 1 or 2 gunshots, and suddenly there's a massive herd chasing them down so big that they have to abandon the farm, which is a bit.
There are a few things that go unexplained.
A bit strange. Yeah. Like, why were there suddenly that many that? But I don't know. Like, it was convenient for the plot, so it works. You know what I mean?
I don't get why there weren't more. Well, never mind. That's for season 3. Never mind. I forgot. That's in the first episode.
Yeah, I guess. And then they were like. Like, Herschel admitting he was wrong was good. Get away, you silly head. Herschel admitting he was wrong was good, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think it was the bits that were supposed to not be predictable were a bit predictable, and it dragged on a bit. I did like it, though. So it's getting a pass mark. It's 5.5. It's not like it's a shit mark. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like.
I suppose.
I mean, you would be happy with like a 55 out of 100 on the test, right?
I would be happy with that. I'm probably just giving higher marks because I like horror and zombie shit more. Like,
yeah, but that's not the plot.
You're
like
looking
the
at
horror
like,
and
the plot
zombie
and
stuff.
stuff, and I'm looking at it like.
Well, yeah, but what would you do in a zombie? Like, would you care?
I wouldn't do the same things those people are doing. No, necessarily. But
I'm just.
But you never know what you'll do when you're like afraid. But I would never be like, oh, let's keep them alive because we can go fucking have a beer later.
All right, script writing. This is going to be controversial as well. But what do you think script writing was?
That's kind of like plot, right? Except
sort of, but it's sort of like how it's written, like dialogue as well, how the scenes are set as well, not just. I think that's more direction as well. But you know what I mean? I'm giving this one a 4.5. Literally, Carl. What's his name? Not Carl. Rick. At one point is like, we're going to talk about stuff and things, and it's literally stuff and things, as if that's supposed to be like some dramatic like. Oh, he doesn't just want to talk about stuff. He also wants to talk about things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that like the script writing like went off a cliff, I think, this season. I think last season it was all realistic, like, oh my God, what the fuck? They weren't saying what the fuck, which irked me a little bit. Still irks me a little bit why they're not like Merle and Daryl are the only ones that are saying fuck a lot. Which is like, apart from their racism, I don't mind that. You know
Merle's
what I mean?
Not even there right now.
Yeah, I know. And you think he's dead. I don't think he's dead.
No, I don't think he's dead. I think that he's going to be a part of that other crew.
Oh yeah, the one that like the old mate snapped the neck of, that guy, the guy at like the 30 men that like are coming and going and that like raped those girls and made the dad watch and whatever that he was telling fucking
the guy that they saved with the leg.
Tortured. Yeah, with the leg.
That's just my prediction.
Saved just to kill, which didn't make much sense plot wise either.
He had sawed his arm off and they didn't have any proof that he was eaten or killed by zombies and he just wasn't there. I think he's alive.
Yeah.
And that was season 1.
What you said yesterday.
No, it is. I said if he's dead, though. I said since they haven't mentioned him for so long, he could be dead. But since they mentioned that there's another group and we haven't seen these.
I mean, it's a popular actor. Maybe he was doing Guardians of the Galaxy at that point.
I don't know.
But
just since we haven't seen his character in like 2 seasons, and they haven't really mentioned him again, I don't know.
one season. He was in season 1.
But a lot of shows do that, though. They'll, like, have a character, and they won't mention him for, like, 2 seasons, and then they just come back.
Gendry was gone for, like, fucking 5 seasons in Game of Thrones. But anyway, I'm just saying. Plot-wise, yeah. Script writing, I wasn't a fan. I'm gonna go with a 4.5. Just, like, I don't want to smash it too hard because it wasn't too bad, but it noticeably was worse than the first season for mine because it just got a little bit unrealistic with the way it was written, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it is interesting. But let me I'll scroll up at some point and read the comments. But hi Isaac, I see you there. Thanks, mate. What are you giving the script writing out of 10, babe?
What did you give it?
That doesn't matter what I gave it. What are you giving it?
No, because of the conversation we just had. Like a 7.
You're going to give it a 7. All right.
That's not that high.
What if we review something like fucking Train Spotting or like fucking, I don't know, What's Eating Gilbert Grape or something like that? I don't fucking know. You can't get as much higher, you know? Like, you haven't got
7?
much range between this, The Walking Dead, and The Best Thing Ever at 10. There's only 2 other numbers.
You'll tell me to give a number and then you'll argue about it.
I'm sorry, it's fine. 7.
6.5.
No, you said 7. It's fine. You're right. I don't need to argue about it. 7 is fine. Like,
it's an opinion, but
I just don't think you're giving yourself much room. I think you're shooting your shot too early.
No, I just can't tell the difference really between screenwriting and plot because I feel like that goes hand in hand.
I guess, but like,
I mean, it's like, is the writing good, but then is the plot good?
Script writing, not screenwriting.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's, you know, what the writers wrote as far as the plot. Let me set him
up. All right, what about acting? Do you think it was acted well? I think there was, there wasn't much children. There weren't many children in this one for me, so that was good. So the acting was noticeably a bit better because the kids weren't constantly in the fucking way, like just being fucking annoying child actors, you know? So,
oh my God.
I have a kid. I like kids. Kids are cool. Kid actors annoy me. Sue me. But anyway, what do you think? Like, acting-wise, do you think it was... I think Laurie annoys me as well. Like,
well, her character's believable, so she must be a good actress.
I guess. That's what I meant. Like, you know, in the same way I hated Joffrey. You knew he was a good actor, so it was like... So I guess that's good. I don't know if I like Rick. Character-wise, he's a bit of a meh. I think that might be right down to the way he's written, though, not necessarily the way he's acted.
I like that his character is getting, like I said, that might be kind of veering into season 3, but I like that he's getting slightly darker as time goes on.
Yeah, he's getting a bit more depth to him other than just, I'm a cop.
Yeah, the first season, they didn't really give his character much context. They gave, like, the sisters more context than him.
Mm-hmm.
He was just kind of...
Just to die.
He was just the guy that woke up, that was there, whose wife was, like, banging his friend, who was just like
after like 4 hot minutes.
Who like his emotions weren't like he was just angry sometimes, and then suddenly he turned into a leader. But it just was like a jump.
Yeah,
he went from like, oh, this is terrifying, and finding out what they were to this is what we're gonna do. So it was kind of strange. Like there was no like, you know what I mean? Like I would have written it more development happening. Like,
how do you whisper in someone's ear that someone's dangerous, and then when they kill that someone that you said was dangerous, be all shocked and moody about it?
Not only that,
what a hoe, what a hussy, what a bitch, what a Lady Macbeth, Lady Macbeth.
She was mad at her husband for killing her side dude.
Fucking hussy.
When he was defending himself, trying not to die, that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, hussy.
He's like, I had to kill him. He tried to kill me, and she's like, how dare you? Like,
absolute hussy.
I don't know why I did the Greta Thunberg there, but
yeah, I don't know. But acting, what do you give it out of 10?
6. No, yeah, 6.5.
6.5.
Because some of the actors weren't that good, but I think overall it was pretty.
I'm giving it a 6.5 as well, to be honest.
It was good. I mean, like we were just talking about, it could be the writing though, because some of the character development, it just like they rushed. Like a character just woke up one day different. Like the Andrea thing, how she like made one good shot and then suddenly she was like Billy Badass.
Yeah, and she was like acting all hard, you know, like fuck off, you're not hard.
Like she was all timid, like I don't know how to put my gun together, and then she shot someone and she's like, like.
Yeah, and then like while she was cleaning a gun, somebody said something like, "Weren't you a fucking lawyer, like a criminal prosecutor or like a criminal defense attorney, civil defense attorney or something, civil rights lawyer or something?" Dale said to her. Like, and it's like, she's not a fucking cool person. Don't try and make Andrea a thing. Andrea's not a thing. Just make her die already.
Oh my God.
Like,
see, I wasn't wishing death on any of the characters. I just want.
They're just characters. They're not real people. I'm allowed to wish death upon them. I'm not being an asshole. They don't. No, I just
didn't care enough to wish death.
Like, I think it would be a far more interesting show if she was not in it, and if Laurie were not in it. and like they would actually just worrying about like the fucking staying alive and being alive and trying to find a place that they could fortify and grow shit on, prosper on, you know, like an airport or something like that. You know what I mean?
An airport would be sick. That would be way better than fucking everything else.
I'm just saying. It would be fucking cooler to focus on those elements, how to survive in a post-apocalyptic world, than focusing on the inner relationships of like the sisters and if the sisters are bonding. Why does every season have to have a sister fucking arc? I don't care about Maggie and Beth. Why we need to see them talking to each other?
Beth was in like a catatonic fucking coma, right?
Except for when she was talking to her fucking boring ass sister, apparently. Like, evidently. The show only goes for 45 minutes. We're going to waste precious screen time on that fucking waste. Like,
oh my God.
I don't understand. why we waste time on it.
What if they were brothers?
It would be different.
See, that's what I mean. Like,
it's different.
I'm not gonna.
They'd be out fighting zombies and shit.
No, like I'm not gonna dignify.
What is she crying about? What was she crying about?
Dudes can cry.
Yeah, I know dudes could cry, and they would be crying about valid reasons in this show because they're expected to go out and fight the zombies just because they have penises. But these women in this show, to their full admission, right? There's a whole scene where Laurie's talking about it with Andrea. Like they're making home and making house and make it. See, he agrees, right? That's why he's making noise.
Yeah, but they changed.
They're like,
little.
No, but what do you mean they changed a little? Like they're literally like.
I didn't like how in the beginning they were like that, just like
they were all
let's let the men do all the work.
Let's wash the clothes and the dishes and cook the food, and we'll cry about how shit everything is. Bitch, go ahead and try and kill a zombie then. You think your life's so fucking bad? Go out and like smother yourself in dead people.
That's the thing with the writing.
To crawl across a fucking like field to get to a car that you have to then smash through a chain link fence with. Like you're not doing like with the fucking bus scene.
That was one thing that did bother me about the writing though, is that like you said, there's no like slow arc. It's just the character will wake up one day completely different.
Yeah, like, it's oh woe is me. I don't even know how to turn the safety on in my gun. To actually I'm a civil rights attorney, and watch out, bitches, I'm a crack shot. I can fucking shoot Daryl from 200 yards away, even though everyone else had stopped and I hadn't noticed it. Like it's just she's annoying. I don't like Andrea. I hope she dies soon.
Oh my God.
I don't like Beth. I hope she dies soon. I don't like
Beth
Maggie.
didn't do anything. I like Maggie.
I know she didn't do anything. That's why she's boring. She like Carol in the first season that I didn't like. She's just a meh.
The only thing that really annoys me about Maggie is like, I don't know. I feel like
she's gonna get Glenn killed. I like Glenn. He was cooler before he shacked up with her.
I just think her accent isn't that good. You can tell she's English.
Yeah, he's cooler as a lone wolf. He doesn't need to be. Why does there need to be a relationship arc? There's already Laurie and her fucking.
I mean, if it's the end of the world,
fucking everyone shtick, you know.
If it's the end of the world, I feel like some people are just like they just need that closeness and they want.
Yeah, so fuck. You don't need to be married to each other. Like you don't need to fucking be all like, I thought of you and I froze because I need to get back home to you, darling. You met 3 days ago, champ. Like
I don't know. I like Maggie.
Yeah, I guess, but like freezing up. Fucking.
I don't like Laurie.
What are you in a war zone? You can fucking stab him with a Bowie knife. You're fucking freezing up when you got a rifle. Fuck off.
Look at JJ.
He understands. He agrees with me.
He's doing stabbing motions.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you can stab a zombie in the head, like literally do a fucking what's his name, wipe a bit of blood there, have the zombie lick it, and just be like with a knife. You don't really need to freeze up when you got a big fucking gun that you can just go bang bang. Fucking reload, bang.
In that situation, though, for the first time, you don't know how you react. Like
it wasn't the first time. He's done it 9 million times.
Imagine if a centipede just ran across this floor right now.
Centipedes are fucked up, but I'm just saying it's different.
I'll kill it.
Yeah, you can kill the centipede. That's good. But I'm just saying. All right. So acting, we got those. Investment. How invested are we really? I think it's still a high score.
For the characters.
Both. Like
the show itself, I want to keep watching. I love it.
Yeah. So even though, do you think overall it was a better season or a worse season than the season one? Do you think they improved for their second season?
Yeah.
You think it was all right? Well, the numbers won't lie. We'll be able to see. The numbers won't lie.
Minutely. I know I gave it a lower score on one of those things this time, but I think it was more so like
you might have given it a higher one.
Me overanalyzing every little detail.
You're not overanalyzing. That's the point. We're reviewing it. You silly head. But investment. I mean, we watched the next episode. We're going to watch more after this. We really wanted to do this stream. We meant to do it yesterday. And so...
We always finish the seasons in like a night and a half anyway.
Yeah, so like you can tell between uploads, how It's a thing. It's a thing. But investment. What do you reckon? Eight
in the
8.5 for me. I think 8.5 for me.
Investment for me is like a 9.
A 9. Alrighty.
Yeah. Like it's a show that, yeah, there's like little things that I don't like about every show, but I like the show enough to keep watching it. Like I'm interested in the series.
All right, I'm gonna do some addition. Bear with me.
Don't hurt yourself.
Shut up. I lost count while you said that. Oh, I got fat thumbs and the cursor won't go where I want it to. All right, you should get your calculator now so I can add all of these up. So for cinematography and effects, you gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. So for a total of 16 out of 20. You don't need to add anything up yet. Don't stress. I'm just going to read them all out and I'm going to tell you what to add up. Okay. For plot, you put 7.5 out of 10. I put 5.5 out of 10 because I thought it dragged on a fair bit. Wasn't quite as good as season 1 for me, but it was still good. The premise is good. I like the idea of the show. I think the characters are sweet. It dragged on and everything took too long to happen. Maybe that's my slow attention span or whatever, or
No, some shows do start kind of slow.
But yeah, that was a thing. Script writing, you gave it a 7 out of 10. I gave it a 4.5, much for the same reasons. Acting, you gave it a 6.5. I gave it a 6.5. Investment, you gave it a 9. I gave it an 8.5 because despite all the fucking shit that I ragged about it beforehand, I really do like the show and I think it's good and I think it has a lot of potential. And the first season knocked my socks off, I thought. So it was pretty, not knocked my socks off. Like it didn't like it.
It actually like creeped me out enough to where I want to keep watching.
Yeah, like it's got me in, it's got me hooked. I don't know what the it factor is. Maybe we need to find something that's not yet defined in our categories that we can try and find what that is that pulls us in, Maybe it's realism.
I mean, it's not even that necessarily could happen, but something similar.
Yeah, I think it's like because of the timing of us watching it, It could be because of the timing of us watching. Yeah, a little bub. Because around the time he was born in 2020, if you're watching this at some point in the future, that's how everyone felt because we all had to stay inside, all that sort of jazz. But anyway, I need you to add stuff now if you can. If you can't, that's fine. I can add it in my one hand where you
I have more than one hand.
I know. I'm just saying. All right. So yeah, for the total, can you add for me? Firstly, because I'm going to get you to add like 1, 2. I'm going to get you to do 3 different amounts for me. All right. So 8.5 plus 7.5 plus 7 plus 6.5 plus 9. What's that? 97. That can't possibly be
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Do that again.
Your calculator's wrong.
No, I think I just missed one of the points.
Okay, yeah. 8.5.
Yeah.
7.5. 7. 6.5. 9.
I put 99 under 9. 38.5.
Okay, that's all right. That's much better than 90 something.
And that's out of 50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get 99 out of 50.
Yeah, you can't get 99 out of 50. But now I need you to do a whole new thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. 7.5 plus 5.5 plus 4.5 plus 6.5 plus 8.5.
32.5.
32.5. Okay, so last thing I need you to do is
add 32.
You did 38.5 out of 50. You said 38.5 out of 50 for this season. I said 32.5 out of 50 for this season. And so all up, the total score we gave season 2 of The Walking Dead was 71 out of 100.
Ooh, we're like the Rotten Tomatoes,
so
aren't we?
71 out of 100 we gave it. That's not a bad score. That's above average. Well, we've got 2 scores, so we don't know what the average is, but like it's above three quarters, Like well, it's not quite, but it's near that range. It's above 2/3. It's not bad. Season 1 it got 78 out of 100. Season 2 got 71. So it went down by a total of 7 points across the 5 categories, which means season 2 a little bit of a dip. You thought season 2 might have been better, but the numbers say that we actually think it's worse.
I think you might have swayed my decision with certain things.
Well, let's readdress it. Let's change it. What do you
I don't want to do
mean?
that all over again.
No, we don't need to do stuff over again. I'm just saying, what do you think that's different?
I don't even know.
We can't just throw me under the bus like that. Like,
no,
you gotta say your opinion.
I'll say a number, and you'll be like, yeah, but are you sure? Because, and then I'm like, well, yeah, you're right, and I'll change it. But that's okay. Let's leave it how it is.
We can change it.
I don't want to.
Fine. But anyway, we'll read some comments. We thought it wasn't as good. That's what the numbers say.
Aww.
Poor little dude. I'll read some comments. I'll scroll right up to the top. But yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna like.
What's the season 2 location? Is that the farm? Yes, CJ, it's the farm. We probably already answered that since you asked it. But yeah. Michael Ellis, I've seen it all except season 10. I think I don't remember, but I do promise not to spoil. Thanks, mate. Hey, Punky. Never watched it, just wasn't interested. Do you recommend it so far? From Jacob. What do you reckon, babe?
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I give it a shot. And then if you don't like it.
Yeah, you may as well give it a crack. That's a good answer, I guess. Yeah, I recommend watching it. Michael Ellis says it's a good show. Takes a few seasons to get fully invested, but you will. I reckon we're fully invested already after 2 seasons. I reckon we probably were after 1, but even JJ's invested, right? So
even though we sleep while we watch it, usually.
Yeah, generally speaking.
Maybe he hears it in his dreams.
The squid is back. Oh, he does get better. Thanks, mate. Way better. Cricketers would probably do okay in the zombie apocalypse. Cricket ball, ranged weapons, bats for melee. Exactly, and it would be fine. We could just fucking knock people out. It'd be all right.
Big ass bats.
Matt Pat should look into that because it makes sense. Yeah, they actually got actors for each zombie. Even some of the main cast played zombies. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
There was that one time I saw that zombie and I was like, that looks like Shane.
Yeah. You know what's a generally scary zombie thing? The Last of Us 1 and 2. The runners are brutal, but the clickers, oh dear God, I'm not even playing and just thinking about them scares me. Yeah, I've never actually played that game. So sods. Maybe the zombie barn was sent camouflage. Ooh, that's an interesting point. Maybe because they had a zombie barn, they couldn't smell the people in the house because the zombie barn was so stanky.
But you know what, though? I think that he came up with that, and we're agreeing that would have been a good idea, but I don't think the writers really came up with that.
Yeah, no, I think CJ's smarter than the writers.
Yeah, because that would have been a thing.
I haven't checked out The Last of Us. Yeah, neither have I. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, where would you go hold up and how would you defend yourself? An airport. Yeah, we've already spoken about it. The nearest airport, hopefully a rural airport or a semi, not a huge airport because everyone from all areas and cities are going to try and get to their airport, I think. But yeah, we go for an airport because there's plenty of fucking fuel, there's big towers, bit of food, bit of fucking, there's clothes. There's stuff, and so if You stop off on the way at your nearest gun store.
Yeah, there's no ammo in the airport.
You stop off, literally, this is upstate New York, right? There's gun stores fucking everywhere. So we'd get guns, go to the airport, take over the airport, live at the airport, plant seeds at the airport in the fields next to the runways that we're not using. Hopefully along the way find a pilot at the airport and befriend him. If not, shit them's the breaks, maybe we'll read some flight manuals or something and try and figure it out. I don't know, but yeah, airport, gun store, airport, basically. That's the plan in a nutshell. But I'm not telling you the intricate details of the plan because fuck you, I don't want to get eaten. And if you as a zombie know my plan, you know what I mean? And plus, I think we've learned so far, humans can be a much bigger threat than walkers.
You really think
in the event,
if the zombie apocalypse hit, all your viewers are just gonna trek up to Western New York to?
Well, the ones that are already up here, they might be like, "Oh, he's gonna be at the airport," fucking, I'll flag him down because I used to watch his video. Though. But what if they don't bring anything to the squad? What if they're just how awkward a position does that put me in? They're like, "Hey, I watched your videos, you're really cool or whatever," and I'm like, "Oh, cool. What can you bring to the squad? Are you a horticulturalist? Do you grow stuff? Do you know where we can get fuel? You're brave, or you did no, none of that. I'm like, well, I like that you like me, but we need to talk logistics. I don't just want another mouth to feed.
A person to protect, though. You can protect them. And teach them shit. That's what you teach them shit for.
Yeah, but I don't know all that much shit myself.
I've shot a gun before, twice in Texas.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't really remember. We're gonna be hard pressed ourselves to keep us, our family, and the strategic friends we've made with the right connections to get fuel, get guns, and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? With all of that, we've already got stuff stretched pretty thin. One of the only main things I bring is diplomacy and my ability to to talk things out with people. I can't talk much in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I need as fewer people to manipulate as possible. Thank you very much. Basically, is what I'm saying. I mean, you guys are all great. And actually, if it was a zombie apocalypse and you were like, yo, you're the anxious squid, I'd probably really, in reality, be like, yeah, chill. Let's chill with us. Let's grow plants and shit. Like, let's grow plants and shit. Like lettuce and tomatoes and potatoes and shit, you know. But anyway, hell, it could be Snoop Dogg's baby. Lol. I think hoes are allowed in the apocalypse. Oh, yeah, Norman Reedus is on Colbert tonight, but fuck Colbert. Fuck Colbert. Can use the hose as a weapon. Yep. Oh, how bad you were about some of them predictions. Yeah, it happens. Are you making this a series where you watch and review different show series or just for The Walking Dead? Different ones and everything. We're just starting off with The Walking Dead and it's easy as we go. You know what I mean? Any movie we watch from this point forward, we're going to review like this. Or documentary or fucking show. Exactly.
We're nerds. We watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah, that's a thing. So, just think how much work it is to kill someone. You literally have to kill them twice. Yeah, unless you kill them in the brain the first time. Just stab their head the first time. You'll be right. Not until you get in a safe place. Unless you get in a fully safe place, don't be getting pregnant. They bring a baby out into the world that is mostly reanimated corpses. Yeah, exactly. Like, why have a baby to begin with? Just like she's dumb. She's dumb. She should have taken those abortion pills, or not been a hussy that fucked two guys with the same goopy pussy in the same 6-hour time span. She's gross. She didn't even wash her cooter. She didn't. Like, she literally 12 hours beforehand had Shane raw dogging her in the forest on the fucking floor in the dirt, elbows on like twigs, elbows on twigs and leaves, with her husband's wedding ring with her husband's wedding ring next to her fucking head that she'd like somehow taken off her neck for some fucking reason, even though it was right next to her and she was staring at it. She took it off so she while she was getting fucking raw dogged from behind, and she fucking she found out turns out it was bareback. And she fucking finds out he's alive and fucks him literally the first night. Again, from behind, like the fucking hoe she is. And fucking just takes literally, like she is a fucking... She's cum rag, man. She's a fucking hoe. She's a hoe. I hope she dies soon. Like, I get it. Babies of the future. You want the human race to live on and all that. Zombie apocalypse, all that drama. But, well, I mean, through anything, right? Like, you want the human race to live on. I get it. But, like... Laurie's a hoe. That's Shane's kid. She a hoe. What'd you say last time? She belonged to the streets?
She belonged to the streets.
Cleo's in his chair.
I know. I was wondering what she was doing. I thought she was just licking it because she licks everything.
The water well zombie scene was freaking awesome. It was pretty awesome. Like with the zombie that ripped in half. Got ripped in. Oh. Yeah. Contaminated water supply.
I'm glad I wasn't eating.
Have you all seen Black Summer or Z Nation? Nope, to both.
I saw World War Z.
Yeah, no, Z Nation I had seen before The Walking Dead. I haven't seen it. Squid still hates Amy. Yeah, oh, fuck Amy. But yes, Beth does become a bigger character later on. I hope she develops. Like, Carol developed a bit in season 2. I'll give you that. I didn't mind Carol too much, right? Like, once we figured out that her daughter was dead, there were like 2 or 3 episodes near the end there where she actually hardened up and got some character to her. Wasn't just this mopey bitch that kept getting hit and letting her daughter get touched and just, like, she worrying about where her daughter went. You know what I mean? Like, there was a line where she said, I lost my daughter, not my mind. And I was like, hey, that would be a good line for a fucking interesting character if you were one. But she's slowly developing into one. I don't mind Carol so far. Yeah. Like, if they do that and they keep along that trend with her and she starts doing like gnarlier shit, hopefully she'll kill someone soon. That'll be cool, if she kills someone. Like not just a walker, but a someone, like a human being for some reason. That'd be dope.
That's why I like Maggie too, though, because she was one of the first chicks that just was brave enough to go out there and start.
She wasn't. She was a hoe as well. She wanted to get her fuck on with Glenn.
No, but I mean, like
she wanted to get her fuck on, and then she didn't even believe it. Then she got attacked by Walker at the pharmacy, and then she was like, "Oh, I nearly died. It affected me personally, and so now I'm on your side." And now all the women in this show are just written poorly. They're written.
No, that's one thing I will complain about. Like, I didn't like the way all the female characters were written. It's like most of the guy characters are written pretty likable. But most of the female characters,
damsels in distress.
Minus the kids for me, because I didn't wish that they were kids. But like the women,
they were characters. They weren't real children.
The women pissed me off because there were parts where I was just like,
I wanted the characters to die.
I wanted to tell some of the chicks to man the fuck up, like in certain situations, instead of just being like, no, honey, let the men go kill the zombies. We're just gonna be in here cooking gumbo.
You just got to keep a smiley face, like fuck off with your bullshittery. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah,
it was bullshit. I didn't like that, but yeah. I hope Beth slowly gets better. Like what?
Nothing.
I hope Beth slowly gets better. Like Carol seems to be doing. Still not seeing anything better about fucking what's her name? Andrea Lame. I got to think of a name for her. Andrea, the shitty blonde one, no, the not dead sister that was shit from the get-go.
I like that she got like more.
Yeah, she's got kind of hardcore, but she picked the wrong side, and now that side's dead. So what's she gonna do?
She was an ally to Shane, but also.
Did you guys hear JJ fart just then?
She was Shane's ally, but also I just didn't like how.
And Dale's dead.
There was no.
That was sad. Dale dying was sad. The old guy, that was sad.
Oh
but
yeah, that was.
We called
sad.
that as well because once Herschel and Dale were both around, we were like, oh, there's only one.
There's two old people.
There's two old guys. A bit like now with like who we know we don't have a name for yet, but the black chick with the swords and the zombie chains that saves Andrea at the first episode of season 3, right, or the end of season 2, and now we know she's a black chick. Now that black chick is in it. T-Dog's on his last. Like,
let's hope that
if this was a Nickelback film clip, his numbers would be like one less fucking set of digits because there's too many black people on screen for him now. They're just it. Let's be real.
Not for me.
Not for me either. But like we called it with the old people. I'm trying to call it again, but I'm just saying.
Let's hope
they've doubled their fucking their.
I think in later seasons there's like I've caught glimpses of later seasons. There's like more diversity still. I don't think it's it. I don't think it's just.
Does Glenn count?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Like, it's not the same.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Because I mean, it's diversity, I suppose, but like.
Keep reading comments.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, good Lord, Junior is so goddamn cute. He is. You're right. He's adorable. I mean, them fighting the herd was probably one of the most epic scenes in this series. It was. I agree. Seeing Herschel with a fucking shotgun, that was bad ass. I enjoyed that. That was cool. What did you think about that?
Yeah, no, I like that scene.
Sorry for asking you a question as you were yawning.
Sorry for yawning.
That's fine. You're all good. I'm pretty tired too. My eyes are red, not just because I'm tired. I've seen Z Nation, but I don't remember any of it. I was way too high. That was some good fucking timing on what I was just saying and winking about and stuff. Wants to talk about things. Hey, Isaac. I don't remember like any of it. Same chat. I just remember thinking it was pretty weird. I think there was a zombie baby though. Oh, zombie baby. That could be cool. All I remember from Z Nation is the ending. Oh my God, dress up. They're talking about that movie, not The Walking Dead. That's lame. Anyway, I'm going to dress up Junior as a zombie baby for Halloween. So what I was thinking, right, was like something to do with either Dr. Evil and a mini-me, right? Or something like real messed up. So he could be like Chucky. Or like
he's not going to be Chucky.
Why can't he be Chucky?
I hate Chucky.
Yeah, so we'll make him Chucky. It'll be funny.
Did I ever tell you, like, not to go, like, this is a little off topic, but when I was like 9, okay, they have this option for haunted houses that kids can go through, like they used to when I was younger. Certain haunted houses where the guy would flash the flashlight and be like friendly, where like they can't be too scary because it's like a scared ass cat. It's like 9.
You were a Connie once.
No, but listen.
We'll tell that story after
That's like
this.
when I was older, but listen.
She was a Connie.
I was never a fucking Carney. Listen, when I was 9, shut up. When I was 9, I was like terrified. I wasn't a Carney. I worked in a haunted house when I was like 24. Shut up.
That's anyway. A Connie. Anyway.
I was a spider lady, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was like 9, yeah, that's a big kid, but I was terrified of haunted houses. Yeah. And so I was going through with my Uncle Dennis, and I'll never forget. We were walking through the haunted house, and the guy was like, friendly, and he yelled friendly like 10 times, and the one guy didn't know, and he still came down, and he like scared the shit out of me to where like I screamed, and then when I bit down really hard, like my one tooth fell out that was loose, and it was really painful. And then they didn't know it was friendly anymore because he stopped yelling it, and Chucky ran at me, like on the floor. That's and I bawled my eyes out, and I remember I just bolted out of the fucking door.
I'm sorry.
And my uncle came. You know how my uncle is. He came out laughing. He was just like, I'm sorry. It's funny. Like I was out there crying.
And you're like traumatized.
I had blood coming out of my mouth.
At this point, still remembering it.
Chucky just
38 years later.
38. What the fuck? 38. Ew.
I know. I was kidding. But anyway.
Not ill to the number 38. I'm just saying ill. I'm not 38. Like how dare you?
You're a palindrome.
I'm 33, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same front ways as it is backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we will dress him as a zombie for Halloween. That's a good idea.
No, he wanted to talk about how I was like when I was like 24. I worked at a haunted house, and
oh yeah, that's right. You were a Connie. You were a Connie. That's
they
that's
did
what
the
a Connie
special
is.
effects makeup on me, and I was a spider lady, and I would
you jumped out at people at a carnival and went.
Hissed them. I didn't say rah. I hissed at him because I was a spider.
That's the equivalent to rah.
It was cool.
You jumped out and scared people at a carnival.
It was fun. You gotta say like you try something at least once in your life.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. There's nothing disparaging in my saying that you were a carny.
Actors. I was an actor, not a carny.
Yeah, I feel like carny.
No,
carny is
because guess what? In order to get the job, I had to audition for a scene. Like literally, they had us come
porn
in.
stars audition. Auditions don't mean anything.
Listen to me though. They wanted someone that was believable. So I remember my scene. They gave everyone different like horror scenes.
Yeah, I'm not diminishing your role. I'm sure you did amazing at it.
My audition was pretending I had just been hit by a car and playing dead.
As a spider.
No, they just wanted to see if I could act at all.
Oh right.
And I did really fucking well. Because like the guy
you got given the role of being a spider.
No, they randomly like
in a hallway.
No, it wasn't. Oh, you're going to be the spider because you got hit. Like no, it was literally like I got hired by the company, and they actually let us choose things. And
that's cool. And you picked the spider.
Fuck yeah. But anyways, so like I don't like spiders.
But the point is, you worked at a carnival and you jumped out.
Yeah, and the guy like pretended to be the car and hit me, and I like played dead. I literally did not catch myself. You know, some people they're like, oh, I don't really want to fall. Yeah. I fucking went for it. I fell.
Yeah.
And then I just laid there, and they were like, okay, we'll call you back, you know, and they called me.
Nice.
And I was an actor.
Did you fall over when you were a spider at all? Did you have to use those skills that you utilized in the audition?
I just hissed at people and hid behind the webs and jumped out when they...
Did you fall over at all, though?
I never fell.
All right, fair enough. I'm just saying.
I don't fall.
Still, closer to being a carny than I've ever been.
A carny is someone, to me, when I think of a carny, I think of someone like outside at like a vendor booth being like, you got 3 shots, and they hand you a ball.
Getting the ping pong balls out of the pants, but to like put it in
and then
mouth,
you make it and they're like, what do you want? And they hand you a fucking elephant. Like, I was never that.
Or like the one giving you the rods to pick up the ducks.
Yeah, the one that spins the cotton candy. Here you go, kid. Yeah. Like, honk, honk. No.
But you jumped out. You worked at a haunted house. That's basically carny. Yeah, funny.
I was not no carny.
Anyway,
anywho.
Where are we? Shannon can be the yet to be revealed Mister's character, and Squid can be T-Dog. Yeah, mystery character, and Squid can be T-Dog. Oh, I'm gonna die. There might have been a zombie baby. I just remember looking at the TV thinking, what's happening? You do know they mentioned Michonne in this stream. Yeah. For a 46-year-old classically trained British actor, JJ really plays the role of a young American baby quite convincingly. Yeah, definitely. That's him. I can't remember where is the guy that plays Rick from. No idea. I just lost a bunch.
Georgia from the show. Oh, duh. He's saying the actor.
Yeah.
He was on other things. Yeah, he was on other things. I've seen his face before.
I remember in the comic it was Carl who killed him. That's
Shane.
Cool.
Well, technically Carl did re-kill Shane.
Yeah, that's true. Unstable personality traits is a side effect of the virus probes. That's true. Maybe. That's what I said.
You said probe.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, it's in like the 12th season and Maggie is still here. Oh my god.
Good.
God damn it.
Shut up.
Why are we watching a show with such like good fundamentals and shit execution?
You don't know how it's gonna go.
Maggie's still in it in the 12th season, babe.
I don't mind Maggie. Maybe her accent got better. Okay, keep reading.
Anyway. Seasons 1 and 2 are good, but give it time, it picks up. Okay. Damn, JJ's going to grow up hearing about COVID lockdown and probably won't remember any of it. Crazy. Yep. I'm jealous of him. Yep. What did you think of the race last night, Squid? I thought Kurt Busch did all right. I thought he did well. Good on him and whatnot. It was an interesting race. I missed all the entertaining bits while I was like flicking between that and the football, but it is what it is. Gun Store Airport sounds like a Nathan For You episode. Yeah, I don't know what Nathan For You is, but I'll check that out. Hi, guys. I'm really good at watching your YouTube videos. Yeah, right? Like, I'm not going from Minnesota to New York. Just hunker down with Squid in a zombie apocalypse. Just doesn't seem like a good idea to travel that far with zombies around. Agreed. Find a place yourself, without a doubt. I finally saw I'm Thinking of Ending Things and The Devil All the Time. Would recommend both. I think they're both on Netflix. Yeah, people keep saying that I'm Thinking of Ending Things is something we should watch.
We should watch it tonight.
No, we're going to watch more Walking Dead tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to watch more Walking Dead tonight. See, this is what we do. We would have reviewed more stuff by now, but this is what we do. One or the other says, no, let's watch Walking Dead. Killed a rodent today with a hockey stick. Originally tried smushing it, but it was too quick, so I just pinged it against a wall with a slap shot. You got to do what you got to do, I guess. Got to do what you got to do. The fact that they're in southern Georgia and most of the important characters are white men is a little weird too. Although that might be the source material's fault. Yeah, I'm like, there's literally one black dude, T-Dog, and now we have a black chick as well.
And his name is T-Dog.
Yeah, and his name is T-Dog. Like, it couldn't have been fucking Shane. Couldn't have been Trevor. Couldn't have been...
His name is actually Theo, they said once.
Yeah.
Because they called him Theodore.
T-Dog. Anyway. That character line, that storyline, I bet you he dies. I bet he dies this season.
Though, he's a cool, supportive character.
He's cool, but I bet you he dies. I'll bet.
I don't want to bet anything. The
Fine.
show's kind of
we don't
have
anything to bet anyway.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's predictable.
They're probably all going to die. There's probably going to be 2 or 3
but there's
to
so
die.
many seasons that we're behind that I'm not betting anything.
That's true. Where would you rather be, Australia or America in a zombie apocalypse?
Australia.
I'd rather be Australia. Less people equals less zombies.
Exactly.
Yes.
More space.
For that purpose, and because there's more space, and because there's easier access to materials to fortify with, I think, as well. And because I'd be more comfortable in knowing my way around and would be able to guide us around, generally speaking, roughly by stars and river systems and stuff like that, because I have a fair understanding of this here old landmass.
He said Theodore K9.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Theodore K9, that's his name, yeah. This ye old landmass right here,
I'm
I have a
surprised you didn't just
fair
do
old
this.
understanding of. Yeah, this one here. It's the same one.
Usually on your videos, you're like, if you look here.
Yeah. But where are we? New Zealand for sure, but they probably wouldn't let anyone in. Yeah, that's fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. Wow, we've been going for an hour already. That's nuts.
North Sentinel Island.
North Sentinel Island. Yeah, that'd be a great place to go if you want to die before you even get to the shore. An Australian squid and a 38-year-old spider lady is a match made in heaven.
I'm 33.
Yeah, he knows that. He was clearly kidding. When I was in high school, we did a Rob Zombie-esque haunted house. That's cool. Shannon could have worked in that. She would have been a cool spider.
God, shut up. It was
I promise
season.
Maggie has gotten way better. All right, good. Which is worse, Maggie or magpies? Magpies aren't actually too bad. Magpies, yeah, the birds. They're pretty brutal in swooping season when they get their fuck on and the babies fucking developing and growing and being babies and whatnot. The birds will swoop anything near their nest and stuff. But if in the months prior you have noticed magpies in your yard or near your house, all you have to do is feed them meat. Any old cheap fucking meat. Can be dog food if you want. Really doesn't matter. Just give them meat. And then they'll never swoop you. It'll be fine. Magpies are fine. Magpies, they're like, oh, that human's chill. He gives us food every now and then. So we won't swoop that motherfucker. So magpies aren't too bad if you know how to, finagle them. You know what I mean? But it's, you just laughed at me. I saw that face.
I didn't laugh out loud.
You know what I mean, though? It's if you know what you do. People in this country look at me weird when I'm like, oh, yeah, that animal's not that bad. You just have to X. And they're like, yeah, but you have to do X. And I'm like, but that's
yeah. If you see a huntsman spider on your wall this big, it's gonna just kill everything else. Just chill. Just let it live.
Huntsman spiders are chill. They're not gonna harm anything. They're
they'll kill all the other bugs, which is great. But then
there's a reason they're called huntsman spiders. They hunt down everything else. They're like the cheetahs of the spider world. They're so fucking fast and big.
But then you wake up in the middle of the night and you see shadows, and it's this spider this big just crawling.
I've had spiders crawl over my bed and me be like, oh, yeah, it's just a spider, and it doesn't matter.
Not if it's a funnel
web. Huntsman, a funnel web, obviously not, but a huntsman is very easily identifiable. It has a very fucking. It's like. Have you ever seen Stone Cold Steve Austin walk?
Yeah.
You know how he has a fucked gait because he fucked his neck?
No, I never paid that much.
All right. I'm trying to think. Have you ever seen anyone with a fucked gait and they're walking? It's like that. You know what I mean? It's very well defined. It's anyway. I'm just saying. What?
Nothing.
Well, yeah, anyway. Magpies are fine. Animals are fine in general in Australia. Huntsmen are fucking chill. They're it's like a majestic sort of gallop as they run, you know what I mean? They're fucking so big that they and their legs are strong, so they can just throw themselves across. It's like galloping, like horses.
And kangaroos
they do
the face. They're good.
Kangaroos are fucking way more scared of you than you are them. All you got to do is get big and be loud, and they'll fuck off.
Imagine having bigger muscles than a kangaroo.
You don't even need bigger muscles than a kangaroo. You just need to be wearing a jacket. Hold it up and be like, fucking, how big am I? And it'll be like, you're big, fucking, yeah.
How are they so cock diesel? Do they lift weights and shit? They
well,
literally
basically,
have the
yeah.
most fine, they're just sitting there bench pressing.
Well, they got to fuck each other up most of the time.
Bouncing on their tail.
Most of their day is spent
what
fucking
are they
each other
lifting,
up and eating.
though?
Logs? I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're just inherently, fucking
jacked. Their arms are
cock diesel, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
what the fuck?
I saw on a video the other day, someone was talking about snakes. And I was like, I had said in the video, you just have to kick it and it'll fuck off. Just kick it in the head once.
Don't kick it in the mouth with your bare toe.
And it'll fuck off. And, even with your bare toe, as long as you're not kicking it as it's biting you or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Just kick it slightly below its head if you're not wearing shoes, but kick it flush in the face if you are. And it'll fuck off. Like it's not like I don't understand. Like, oh, snakes, kick it in the head. Just kick it in the head. It's tiny. It slithers. It doesn't even have arms or legs. It can't block. It can't. Like, it's just gotta watch your foot hit it in the face. It's a snake.
I would walk around with the fucking cast iron skillet.
Just no, it's steel cat boots. Steel cat boots.
Yeah, that too. But cast iron skillet can literally like kill anything. Like from the olden days, like the black cast iron.
And spiders are spiders, Like nobody
come
cares
out like
about
a dingo,
spiders,
you just
really.
bonk. Yeah. I don't want a dingo to eat my baby.
Well, see, that's not a funny
Fuck
joke.
That. I'm not laughing.
Yeah, but dingoes aren't actually going to eat your baby. We're not going to be living in we're not going to
But it happens.
Stay in a tent out in the middle of the fucking Nullarbor.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't do that, but
literally, fucking. This is a good option. This is like the camera is inverted, so like Australia is generally shown flipped. You know what I mean? Like same as here. This stuff is not the East Coast, and this is not the West Coast. It's flipped. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, just if you want to take a screenshot and do a flip, that's what it looks like. You don't have to, but don't take a screenshot. Shannon's like, don't take a screenshot.
No, I'm laughing at the comments. I'm reading ahead.
But yeah, like legitimately. The Nullarbor, where is it? I'm trying to find the road. There's a fucking road that goes basically from this side to this side, and it's through the middle of the fucking desert where it's just arid land. Basically go whatever speed you want. It's red dirt for fucking days. Just red dirt for days and one road across that way. And they were just camping some ways off the road at some point across the Nullarbor, way before the internet or fucking... like even mobile phones and shit, and a dingo ate her baby. But they were out in the dingo fucking world. They were in the dingo land. It was dingo, like that's the outback. I'm surprised the camel didn't eat her baby.
That's like going to a bear cave or a wolf den and camping.
Yeah, it was a dumb place. Wolf Creek hadn't been released yet, but just it serves as a good fucking don't do that sort of shit. But I will admit it's really sad. It is a sad story because she came out and was like, "Hey, I didn't go out my baby," and everyone was like, "Ha, that's such a funny joke. You're going to prison because you killed your child." And then she served prison and was a laughing stock. And one of the only things about Australia that's known to people is that joke. And that's not a knife and Steve Irwin and all that.
Dundee.
Yeah, that's the with the bull and stuff, you know what I mean? But and I get that, it's fine, but it's just it's not a funny joke because turns out Dingo actually did eat her baby. But
and
anyway,
she did all that time in jail for no reason.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed.
Wasn't allowed to mourn her kid. Everyone thought she'd killed her kid. It's pretty fucking brutal.
Just smear campaign.
Pretty brutal. I will admit, I've always had a crush on the lady who plays Maggie. Ooh, we can't have two Shanes. That's true. Theodore Canine, yeah. The maggest of pies, magpie pie. Will remember to carry cans of dog food when I finally visit Australia. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or just bring Mason Cox with you, yeah. Imagine Steve Irwin as a walker. He'd be fine. You could just stab him in the head like the rest of them. I'm sorry, this isn't about The Walking Dead. I just recently came across your videos. Love the NASCAR content. You make me laugh and I love your personality. Thank you for the great content. The first hour or so was at The Walking Dead, and then we got distracted. So
he's saying he's sorry. His comment isn't about The Walking Dead.
Oh, right. So he is. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. You're a legend. This is my wife. She's pretty cute. Imagine DJ Khaled as a walker. Lol. Fuck me. My iPad doesn't like to charge. That's unfortunate. Austrian mapping. Imagine JJ as a crawler. Yeah.
I was laughing at earlier.
I'd let him bite you, so that you could be like his zombie mum, and then I would get the fuck out of Dodge. Imagine Peter Griffin as a walker. Here in the USA, we just get the 12 gauge. Lol. This is actually accurate. Bonk. Dingoes go to horny jail. Lol. Bring a $700 nitro, a .700 nitro with you in zombie apocalypse. Their heads would probably land in a different time zone. In California, they made it illegal to say stuff like blacks only own pit bulls and Rottweilers. They probably named it as the Karen Act. Okay, whatever that means. There's more poisons, venomous animals in Australia, but there's more large predators in America, so it balances out. Yeah, there's no bears, there's no moose, there's no mountain lion, there's no... moose isn't a predator, I guess, but if one hits you, you fucking hit.
They could be.
Yeah, imagine a moose coming up and being like...
Moose are more... When I think moose, I think more
think this is an antler, all right? Yeah. Imagine this is an antler,
all
right?
Don't... I knew you were going to do that.
Fucked, right? You'd be fucked. Your face would be mush. Your face would be mush if a moose decided to mush it.
I think more of Like,
they're huge. They're bigger than cars. Have you seen some of those like moose run along next to cars? I mean, you've probably seen a real moose.
I don't think.
Have you ever seen a real moose?
Moose to me, I think Canada, because here I think more of like male deers with the sharp.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a moose?
Not in person.
I'd like to see a moose. We should go to Canada once my green card's approved and I'm allowed to travel. I'd like to see a moose.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a polar bear in the flesh as well, but I feel like
if
we're that close.
I've seen a polar bear in the flesh.
I've seen one like in a fucking cage at Sydney Zoo as well, but like
they have like
not
an
like a
open
cage, like
environment.
but you know what I mean. Like I've seen one at a zoo.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I meant.
Like I've seen like big time game, like all the big
this close to a
fives.
hyena. There was
on
like
the fucking
glass.
I nearly got eaten by a hyena. Did I tell you that story?
Yeah, you were real close to a hyena.
Yeah, so I don't know if I've told you this.
Damn,
you guys
Africa.
This story, right? But if I haven't, I mean, if I have, I'm going to tell it again. So you're just going to have to hear it again. Sorry. But if I haven't told you this story, yeah, I was on safari. We were camping out. It was on the Serengeti in Tanzania. And the Serengeti, if you don't know what the Serengeti is, it's basically just fucking flat land for ages, right? Like it's a big, flat savanna, I think is the name. I don't know. But it's like the biggest, flattest, most animaliest fucking spot, right? And so we were camping in tents on the Serengeti in a wild, like just game reserve area thing. And it was I don't know if we were there for 3 nights or 4 nights or whatever, but one of the nights, the guy that I was with and like we were sharing a tent. It was me and one dude, like in separate beds. That sounded weird, but you know what I mean? Like we had a tent, then 2 girls had a tent, then 2 older women had a tent. And then there were like people that like helped maintain the fucking yard and cook and stuff because it was quite an expensive fucking safari that we were on and stuff, right? And we were going out early every morning and seeing different animals. I saw the whole big 5. I saw like pretty much every animal you can think of. Between that safari and the one I went on at the border of border of South Africa and Botswana, we drove for like 3 hours from Johannesburg to get to it. But yeah, between those 2, I saw the whole big 5 and I saw a whole bunch of other animals as well. But the hyena story, we were staying on the Serengeti in the tents. And yeah, hyenas laugh before they eat. That's where the laugh is. It's like the fuck yeah, we're about to eat.
Imagine
like I'm so excited.
Coming out of a hyena.
Yeah, but it's straight up. It's like I'm so excited. I'm about to eat this food right here. How good is this? That's what the laugh is, and it's to their own detriment because they laugh, and then bigger predators come around, and they're like, oh well, the hyenas found something to eat, so let's just fucking scare off the hyenas and eat them, right? But knowing that is kind of even more traumatizing because the hyenas were literally rubbing up and pushing our tents in and bending the fuck because they were just like tents, right? And they were pushing the vinyl and bending it in and stuff and laughing and like literally like I reckon we could see their shadows through the tent line. They could probably see ours, and they were laughing. They were circling our tent and laughing for a good hour and a half.
That's so funny.
Before fucking we didn't know what scared them away initially. And we were like, oh, great, now a lion's here. Now we're going to get eaten by a lion. You know, like, because they've been laughing for so long. Like, now we did sign a waiver before we came in here, you know, like, if you get eaten by an animal, it's your fault for coming in here. You sign this form, you know, you can't
like
sue us.
If a lion bites you, we shoot you in the head.
That was in the other one. That was straight up the guy, like, said to us before we even left while we were in the car. He was like, if a lion comes for you or lunges for you, you need to understand that I'm going to shoot you, not the lion, because the lion's too fast. I'm not going to be able to shoot the lion in time. The lion will get you, and if I shoot you, it will be less painful. So
sign this waiver.
Yeah, sign this waiver. That guy was fucking crazy, though. That guy was nuts. He was the one that was on the PDU. I've told you that story, right? Mm-hmm. The poaching detection unit, which is because in Botswana, poaching is illegal, right? And it's kill on sight for poachers. If you see poachers, fuck them up. And that's perfectly legal and perfectly fine. And so they had a whole unit paid for by the government of equivalent to ex fucking Navy SEALs, like their biggest, baddest motherfuckers, you know, like not just your run of the mill army, fucking like the war is that way, like point signs on a naval ship sort of guy, like actual fucking saw combat, big deal, could fucking MacGyver shit sort of dudes. And I sort of lost my train of thought there. But what was I saying?
The waiver thing and being shot.
The what?
The waiver. Getting shot instead of the lion because the guy was on the...
Oh, yeah, the waiver. Yeah, that was right. Yeah. So this poaching dude. Sorry, yeah. I was like, what, the waiver? Like the waving? But yeah, no, sorry. I'm slightly elevated. So that's where we're at. But yeah, that guy, he was from the poaching detection unit. He was a previous whatever their word for Navy SEAL is in Botswana, and he was now upgraded and was part of the PDU, which was a highly sought after role, which was literally go and camp out, get paid, and provided with the best weapons that the government can buy, and given the best tents and everything that the money can buy with camouflage, go and live out on the land with the animals, and just fucking shoot any poachers you see while you're out there. And so this guy was a sick fucking puppy, right? Because he loved that job. And he said, like, and I quote, we're sitting around a campfire and we're talking about, you know, all the different ways, because none of us knew each other, all the people that were there on this safari and stuff. And so we were all, you know, getting to know each other after we'd just seen really fucking cool animals. And that day we'd seen a warthog get ripped in half by 2 lionesses, which was fucking, you know, not something everyone gets to see. Not a lot of people get to see people actually killing something. So like we lucked out to see 3 out of the big 5 on our first day on that series, like on that fucking safari. Like we saw fucking 3. I can't remember which 3, but we saw 3 out of the 5 on that very first morning, and we saw a warthog get ripped the fucking half. So we were all like, you know, buzzing. And he tells us this story because he's from the PDU, and he's like, you know, we're like, whoa, all right, that seems like a pretty intense sort of role, you know, like does that, you know, what does that do to your sort of psyche? One of the other guys said that. Because this is like 2014, 6 years ago, nearly 7 years ago now. You know, I was young, I was 22, and so, or 23 maybe. But anyway, not yet wise enough to be asking that sort of question. But the guy said, and like I literally, like his face is seared into my brain because he said, "Oh yeah, but once you kill your first 4 or 5 people, it sort of loses the buzz, loses the appeal. So nowadays, I just shoot them in the legs and let the animals get their justice." I'm like, man, that's fucking, like, it's literally stayed with me. Like, he would just shoot poachers in the legs and be like, all right, you were trying to catch that lion. Now you're going to be that lion's fucking dinner. Like,
yeah, I can't stand the people that kill, like, endangered species and pose with them. Like, look what I got.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's dumb. But I feel like, you know, shooting someone in the leg and letting an animal slowly tear them apart, eat them alive, may be a little bit going too far. You know, like, I think maybe there's a process that should sort of be determined in there. Like how do you know someone didn't storm into their house and be like, yo, come and help us cut this elephant tusks off? Otherwise, I'm going to shoot your wife. And then he goes, all right, don't shoot my wife. I'll go and cut the elephant's tusk off.
How likely is that?
Fucking how do we know how likely it is? It's Botswana, you know? Like, do you know anything about Botswana?
It's in Africa.
Do you know anything else about Botswana?
It has African people in it.
That's about some of knowledge there as well. So what do we know about if somebody could do that or not? There are some parts of the world people could do that. Maybe Botswana is one of them. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a fucking super civilized place and that would never happen.
Pirates, or is that something else?
I think you're thinking of Somalia. I think Somalia. The Somalian pirates, they're the ones we're thinking of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about pirates.
But not really. It's more poisonous venomous. Yeah. If I had to shoot Squid as a zombie, I would have to shave his beard and say it's my own. Yeah, you could keep it, man. If I'm a zombie, cut it off and keep it. All yours. Mm-hmm. All yours. It belongs to Chase Elliott. I'll put it in a video. It's in this video now. Remember the Walking Dead 2 at about 1 hour and 18 minutes? If I die and become a zombie, Chase Elliott, the YouTube account holder here, can have my beard.
You have to cut it all off.
You have to cut it off yourself, though, like a scalp. Yeah, like take the bit of skin with it.
It'll just be hair.
If oh yeah, since Australia is a foreign country, would Outback Steakhouse be considered ethnic food? Kind of, but it's shit at Outback Steakhouse. We don't actually eat any of that shit. I didn't know what a bloomin' onion was until we got here. Moose can blow you over with a sneeze. Yeah, right. I love that onion bloom thing they did. Yeah, that. Who knows? Don't know what the fuck that is. Moose kill more people in Minnesota than any other animal. Yikes. My old biology teacher nearly got badly injured by a moose cow after he accidentally found her babies. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a fun time for him. We literally killed off nearly 2 native species. We killed off the Carolina fox, and we completely killed off the California grizzly. California grizzly is on the Californian flag. Mm-hmm. There you go. I would assume Outback Steakhouse is ethnic food. Yeah, I guess. Proceeds to shoot both your knees out. Well, that's hardcore, but makes sense. Would not want to be eaten by a bear or a big cat, right? Tim Hortons could be ethnic food too. Sort of, yeah, because it's Canadian. Yes, moose cows will defend their young to the death. Yikes. Moose. Sweep, sweep, motherfucker. Sick Puppies is my favorite Aussie band. They're not bad. They're the ones that did that, like they had their breakout with that one man on that video, like the Free Hugs guy. they had the song, like they had that one song, and then they had another really good-ish song, and then they disappeared from my frontal lobe. But yeah, it's something. It's going to annoy me. I'm going to find it. I'm not going to play it because we'll lose
We'll get sucked in.
Yeah, and we'll also lose our fucking monetization for it. But what is it? What was I saying? Sick puppies. Yeah, sick puppies. Is it you're going down? All the same. That was what it was. It's all the same. We're not going to play it. But yeah, all the same. That was played on the Free Hugs. You know, did you see the Free Hugs video?
Mm-hmm.
Went like Ellen viral before going Ellen viral was a thing. But yeah, where are we?
I'd rather be. Oh,
that just made me.
Never mind.
Oh yes, Tim Hortons, the ethnic of all foods. That just made me remember that there's zombie weed in Z Nation. I think they use the zombies to fertilize it or something. That's cool. What kind of weed? What were you saying? I'd rather be shot than be torn apart by lions and have them start to eat me while I'm still alive. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it should be in the head if that's happening.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if it's shoot to kill, just fucking kill him, you know? Like, don't shoot him in the legs, bro. That's gnarly. That's messed up.
Actually, no, because you bleed out. You spray out. Yeah, shoot me in the fucking face.
But he was weird. He was a sick puppy. He was like, we only had 1 or 2 fire chats with him here, and then we let him do his own thing. Like, I mean, I guess it takes a certain person to go live out with fucking lions and leopards and cheetahs and hyenas and fucking other hippopotami. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hippopotamuses.
Is it hippopotamuses?
Just like it's octopuses, not octopi.
Yeah, but is hippopotamus Latin or Greek? Hey, Google, is hippopotamus a Latin or Greek word? Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google. What is the origin of the word hippopotamus?
According to Wikipedia, the name comes from the ancient Greek for river.
Ancient Greek. So hippopotamuses. You're right. Yeah, hippopotamuses, not hippopotami.
That sounds like an accident.
Because Latin would be the I.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah, that's like the goose-geese argument in the moose-meese.
Botswana is Botswana. Botswana spam every comment section. Botswana. Do they? I didn't know that. But yeah, Botswana is like, it's a thing. It's on the border with South Africa. Or it is too. It's on several borders. But anyway, Botswana spam every comment section. Botswana. Hippopotamus. What did she say at first? She said something about like fucking how to pronounce hippopotamus in Greek. Like,
she just kept going in Greek.
Yeah. And which was strange, but you know, she's getting there. She's eventually it'll be in the walls or in our mind, and it'll be fine, you know. But it's a flawed technology at the moment. They're working out the kinks. I like the Google. You don't like the Google.
No, I do like it. She creeps me out a little. Yeah, I don't want it in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's true. I can't wait till we can just say stuff like, "Hey Google, turn the central heating down."
I thought she was going to do something.
Yeah, right. Like I can't wait till we can do that sort of stuff. Like I feel like we're living in the future in a certain sense. Like today, for example, was Sophia's first day of remote learning at school, Shannon's first day at a new job, and they were both sitting where we're sitting right now, one there, one here, and like having their respective cameras pointed at just them. I was sitting over there editing the reaction video I uploaded today, and it was like literally I was at work, Shannon was at work, Sophia was at school, but we were all in my office here, right next to the bathroom, able to get our own drinks and food and all that sort of stuff in comfy clothes. And it was cool. I felt like I was living a bit in the future. You know what I mean? It was like, it was dope, but
like you were running an office out of Silicon Valley.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Like we were all just doing our own thing. Like what is it? WeWork or something that fucking was like the Enron of millennials. I don't know. All right. But we've been streaming. Yeah, we've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes now. Where is it? Can't wait for the test the brain chip. Exactly. I remember hearing you going down during a 2-minute warning at a Badgers football game, and I got chills. It was an intense game. Yeah, I can't. I don't want people hacking my brain. I can. I don't want people hacking my brain. Why not?
I can.
Why not?
Because my thoughts are my own. That's the only thing you
No,
have.
they're fucking not.
The only thing
your thoughts aren't your own. Listen, everything you've ever Googled.
Do you say everything out loud that you think? No.
Most of the time.
No, but literally everything that crosses your mind.
Most of the time.
No. I get ragged on for doing that when I do it, but there's a whole person and a whole baby here. What are you doing? Yeah, go that way. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you can sit here and have think a private thought. if that gets taken away from you, literally, like,
No one's going to take all your thought. We don't even know where thought comes from. How do you think we're going to be able to fucking...
I don't want them to know all my fucking thoughts.
They're not going to know your thoughts. It's going to be like a thing that you can like blink or activate, or like it's going to be a...
Like, oh, you can read my mind right now. Like, I don't want that.
No, not read my mind, but like just make things easier. Have it in like a literal... But if you've got to fucking click buttons and shit, like there's going to be a way of just being like, no, actually... I'm thinking of these specific letters, and that triggers a thing like the keywords for the advertising now.
But then
which then brings something up on your eye chip.
But then how do you know they don't keep listening?
They already listening now.
But I mean to your thoughts.
They don't have access to the thoughts. They only have access to the specific keywords, which they already have now.
Sorry, I'm reading the comment.
Hey Squid, Mrs. and Baby Squid. I just finished binge watching your Petty Blue reaction. It was a wonderful reaction. In New York as well. End up getting too late for me. Have a good night. Catch you later. Catch you later, Artsy. Thanks for all the views, mate. The aliens are already hacking our brains. Lol. Aliens aren't hacking our brains. We are the aliens. Well, yeah, we could be the aliens as well. Who knows? But what do you think about aliens? Do you think there's people out there like hominids, things that we could interact with?
Are you asking me if I believe in aliens in a roundabout way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in extraterrestrials and aliens. Technically, you're an alien.
Technically, because I'm not from here, yeah.
He's half alien. He's a mammalian, so
we're all mammalian.
So we're
aliens. You know, platypus is a mammal that lays eggs.
It's the only mammal in the world that lays eggs, right?
It's a fucking weird animal.
Platypuses or platypi?
I think it's actually platypi. Because it's not of Greek or Latin origin. It's a bastardized version of a word that white people, British people, thought Aboriginal people were saying for the word. But it's not actually the word. So it's a made-up word from made-up white people origins. So it's anything that sounds good, which is platypi. Which is actually why octopuses is octopuses, which is a fucking weird tale, right? So octopuses, people were like, it's octopi. And they were like, no, it's octopus is a Greek word, so it's octopuses. And it's like, well, no, but Greek word, it would be octopode or octopodes. You know, it would be it wouldn't be octopuses, it would be octopode. And they're like, yeah, but octopode doesn't sound right. It needs to be like sound normal, like to what everyone would normally expect. Oh, okay, we'll make it octopuses then. Why not just make it octopi? If you're happily not going to make it octopode, why isn't it just octopi? Why is it still octopuses now? But it is technically octopuses. It's dumb. English is dumb. English is a dumb language to learn.
Did you know cephalopods are like extraterrestrial?
Well, yeah, that's what they think. Well, not they. It's what some people think. Yeah, it's probably much more likely just because they can replicate their DNA and they can change up to like 40 or 60% of their DNA as a camouflage technique and as like just in their existence. They've just evolved a fuck ton quicker. They haven't evolved separately from us. They've just evolved so differently from everything else.
Isn't like under a microscope though, their like cells and their genome just so different?
Yeah, like cephalopods are unlike any other creature, whereas all other creatures have something that links them to everything. Basically, that's why there's the theory of evolution. But cephalopods are just not fucking linked to other things DNA-wise or anything.
They could just be the first of their kind in the water.
Or because they can change like up to 40 or 50% of their DNA of their lifetime, they change it so much. Yeah. They've evolved differently and in a way that we might not be able to comprehend because we're focusing on other stuff. You know what I mean? But anyway, no thanks. I don't want to end up like that one episode of Black Mirror. I haven't seen it. Maybe we should watch that next.
I like Black Mirror. I've only seen 2 episodes.
Fair enough. Black Mirror.
Mirror. How do you make fun of the way I say mirror? I don't say mirror.
Mirror.
Shut up.
Meeer.
Like meerkat.
Mirror.
I said mirror.
Mirror.
Fine. I like Black Mirror.
Mirror. Mirror or mirror. Mirror.
Mirror.
I don't know. Maybe not mirror, but it's MIRROR.
Mirror. I just say it fast.
Mirror.
No, not mirror. It's a mirror.
Mirror.
Shut up.
Mirror.
It's a mirror.
Mirror.
Mirror. Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
I just talk fast.
Black Mirror. Mirror. Black Mirror. Mirror. Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Now I don't need to listen to Limetown podcast again. Now I do need to listen to It's a sci-fi horror mystery about a town where the guy tests telepathy chips. That would be cool. Also, We're Alive is a zombie podcast, and it's fucking fantastic. If you like audio dramas, Walking Dead, you'd probably dig it. We'll have to check it out. They found evidence of water under Mars' surface, and Venus, they found evidence of possible life. Yeah, that's interesting. I've spoken about that on a couple of different live streams. I like that sort of stuff. Mirror is a type of junk. Yep. As long as she doesn't say pillow or vanilla, don't complain.
Vanilla or milk.
Yeah, or my pillow. The my pillow guy.
Pillow.
Pillow.
If you want a comfortable pillow, you have to get my pillow.
Yeah.
No, he says pillow.
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 Like
pulling.
Pillow.
My pillow.
Pillow.
I have a my pillow.
Yeah.
I say
it's comfy. When she gets out of bed each morning, I steal it.
I say pillow.
I draw all over it. So anyway, I think we should probably wrap the stream up because we've been going for about an hour and a half, and I want to watch more Walking Dead and maybe eat some more
and
food.
Hydrate. I'm really thirsty.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking warm in here, actually, isn't it?
I think we should sleep with the windows open tonight because it's not going to be cold.
How do we know? Hey, Google, what temperature is it outside right now?
The current temperature in Niagara Falls is 72 degrees.
Jeez.
We'll sleep with the windows open because sometimes we'll leave the room in the morning with the fan
12:30.
going. Yeah, we'll leave the room with the fan going, and then we walk back in, and it's still
12:35
and it's still warm.
72.
Yeah, we gotta leave the windows open.
Hey Google, what temperature is it going to be over the next 12 hours or so?
90.
Tuesday in Niagara Falls, expect a high of 72 and a low of 50.
So it's not going to get much hotter. It's just going to go down to 50 at some point throughout the day. I wonder how long it's going to stay this up. Hey Google, when can we expect a cool change?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, I bet you don't understand.
Comment.
Do you want to know how quickly the weather can change?
No.
Never mind.
I'm just waiting for her to slap you on the back of the head. Why?
I just you can tell when I do that pause and smirk, I'm mentally doing it.
I don't even know what I said. What did I do?
You just rag on me a lot.
What do you mean?
Mirror.
Men, we don't know what we did. I don't know. What did I do?
Nothing.
You said mirror. Mirror.
Mirror.
Mirror.
Listen closely. There's 2 syllables. Mirror.
Yeah, mirror.
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 Not mirror.
It's me and ear.
Mirror.
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 I'm saying it like, okay, mirror. I'm saying it like mirror, but a lot faster, like mirror.
Yeah, fair enough. Say it however you want, really. Who am I, the saying stuff police?
Yes. Every day.
Well, I mean, words mean things. I'm just saying. Words
Every day
mean
you're
things.
like, I don't have time to teach you English, Shannon.
Well, you'll say something. I'll be like, okay, so this is what you're saying, which is literally using the exact same words you did in a different format of the sentence. Like, I will just change the syntax of the sentence, and you'll be like, no, that's not what I mean. But that's what words mean. Words.
Call it creative writing.
Yeah, you
get it.
Yeah, postmodern. But Mary, say Maryland.
Maryland.
Where are the vowels?
You said Merlin.
Maryland, I said.
Earlier today, he said New Orleans.
No, I know it's New Orleans.
No, it's
or
not
New Orleans.
I was going to say it's Nolans to the people there, but then when I lived in Texas, it's
Maryland.
It's Nolans.
Maryland or Maryland.
Maryland.
Where are the vowels?
Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland, like Maryland.
English is weird, man. English is such a strange
This is a case of
language
accents
in
America.
I guess.
Because other parts
of America is cool because it has different accents in different places too. So it's
because other parts of America will say things differently.
Yeah.
Like some people say Mississippi, but it's Mississippi. They'll skip.
It's one of the S's.
Yeah, it's like a southern thing. They'll be like, yeah, we went down to Mississippi in New Orleans.
Well, I mean, that's like in Wagga, which is...
Show me on your hand. You're like...
Let me see it. Where is Wagga?
I can't.
Like,
my head's going to explode.
It's in here somewhere.
Louisville, yeah. CJ, my dad is from Louisville. People say Louisville, and it's like, no, Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville.
Well, anyway, it's like, it's in there, basically.
It's pronounced Louisville.
Wagga is the town name, but everyone that's from it just calls it Wagga.
Yeah.
W-A-G-G-A.
Wagga,
But everyone just calls it W-A-G-G-A. Wagga.
Wagga.
Not Wagga.
Wagga.
You're Wagga. You're Wagga.
Wagga.
But anyway.
Like a wagon.
Hi, Squid. Hey, Matt. Lol Squid, say Maryland. Louisville is a good one, too. I've seen... What's the Kirsten Dunst?
Louisville.
That's what I said, Louisville.
You said Louisville.
No, I didn't. I said Louisville, but Louisville.
Yeah, it's written Louisville, but it's really Louisville.
But I know it's actually Louisville because there's that Kirsten Dunst... there's that Kirsten Dunst Orlando Bloom movie that rips off the plot of Garden State, the Zach Braff movie. but like he's not a hotshot actor, he's a hotshot shoemaker, and he comes back to town and his dad's
Wimbledon
dead, not his wife's, not his mum's
Not
dead.
Wimbledon, right?
No. It's Elizabethtown, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
But it's literally just a fucking rip-off of Garden State. Like Garden State, which is a cool movie by Zach Braff, has Natalie Portman.
Didn't he write it?
But yeah, he wrote it, directed it, starred in it. He was fucking golden. He was mad. Garden State's a good film. And it's got Natalie Portman in it, and it's got that guy that played Sheldon before he turned into a loser and started playing Sheldon. You got him in it. It's got the guy that's in I've forgotten his name, but yeah, it's got heaps of cool people in it. It's cool, but stop staring off into the distance like I'm a loser. But yeah, I say Louisville. I think something's wrong with me. It's
phonetically, like if you look at it, that's how it's spelled.
I'll work on the Jimmy Johnson documentary later, Squid. Yeah, nice, man. Good work. Good effort. Send it to me when you're done with it.
It just becomes like a thing, like a cultural thing. Like people that live there say things a certain way. So that's just what it becomes.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like Jarvis Bay. It's like Jarvis Bay back home, a beach I used to go to, or like a holiday destination about an hour and a half, hour and away from where we used to live. It was spelt Jervis Bay. And anyone that wasn't local would be like, oh, Jervis Bay, and talk about it being Jervis Bay. But the people that lived there or the people that went there a lot knew that it was Jarvis Bay, not Jervis Bay. But
Massachusetts has a lot of things like that. Like there's words that look longer. Like, that sauce?
Yeah. Like Worcestershire or whatever.
Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Worcestershire. Sure.
Yeah.
And then there's
I just don't eat that sort of shit.
They'll say like,
if I can't pronounce the name, I'm probably not going to eat it.
I'm going over to Worcester.
I know that's ignorant of me.
It's spelled like Worcester, but they'll say Worcester.
Yeah,
Worcester. Worcester.
Whatever's easier, I guess.
Yeah, no, like there's so many different accents and like phonetic.
I say Louisville. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do. My dad says Louisville because he's from there, and that's like how Louisvillians.
French, the French villains.
That's how the people that live there pronounce it, I guess, because something is definitely wrong with me. Lol. Maya.
Lol. But yeah, no, it's a thing.
Now that's like somebody getting mad that somebody doesn't pronounce, like, I don't know, I can't even think of an example. Yeah, she's warm. Look at her.
Yeah, she's fucking ready to leave the room as well. She's panting like it's. She's like, "Yep, I would like some water, please." All right, we're gonna wrap up the stream, I reckon. But thank you, Corey, if you're still here for the super chat at the start of the day, and thank you everyone else for being here. The total amount we gave it was I think it was a 71, wasn't it?
71.
Was it 71?
We are the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, we gave it a 71 out of 100 all up. Shannon gave it a 38.5. I gave it a 32.5. So that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. That's how the squid inks.
Yeah.
But, because squids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't mean it to be dirty. But, yeah, that is what it is.
My mind always goes there.
I know.
Did you say giggity?
Yeah. Anyway.
I know you too well.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up. So thanks, guys, for watching. If you haven't yet hit the like button, please do me a solid and hit that like button. This has been the second video in our movie review / TV review playlist. There might be a movie in there before season 3 review for The Walking Dead. There might not. We might end up just doing a bunch of Walking Dead seasons. You're right. A bunch of Walking Dead seasons before we do a movie, but we'll see how it is. If you could join the Patreon. Patreon is dope. I like money. We like money. We have a dog and a kid and another kid and fucking 28,000 cats. So send us some money via Patreon. That'd be sick. Or PayPal even. PayPal's fucking way more direct. No fees. There's merch as well. There's a beard grooming affiliate. There's a sunglasses affiliate. There's links to all my other playlists in the description of this video. Once you see it, if you're not watching it in the live stream. If you are watching it in the live stream, I put up a bull riding reaction video today. If you haven't seen it, go and watch that as well. That's Shannon. I'm Julian.
I was going to say, I think they know by now. That's a good idea, CJ.
What does it say? That's how the Squid Ink should be the new outro. Yes, I like it. I'll see when I look at you. You'll see me when you look at me.
And
that's how the Squid Inks. Yeah, that's mad. I like that. Yeah, that is a good idea. That's cool. I think I'm going to keep that. But yeah, I'm going to go smoke some more. Feed these fucking cats. Yeah, feed these fucking cats that are like
knocking on the door like a whole human.
Standing up on their hind legs and pushing doors open, with their whole fucking weight.
Creepy ass cats.
Yeah, these cats be the death of me, I think Socks is actually sick too, which is sad, but we'll figure that out.
You really think so?
I do like we'll cross
of
that
her-
bridge when we
yeah.
get to it. But her fur keeps getting matted, and I keep brushing it out and stuff. But
And she keeps puking.
she keeps like she's puked like 4 or 5 times since we've got her. So there's like she either pukes a fuck ton, or like just because her hair or something. But she's not cleaning herself well enough, so it can't be that. And so like I googled it, and I think it might be some kind of kidney issue or something. But like we've got all of the other animals and the kids as well, and like she's had a good fucking run. She was a street cat, like she's doing well, but I think we just make things comfortable until she,
I don't think it's at that point yet.
No, but you know what I
She's
mean.
still
like,
running and hissing.
yeah, she loves life, but I'm just saying. I think
Fighting other
it's a sign that she might not be all that.
Yeah,
healthy,
like let's just make like it's kitty hospice.
Yeah.
Like let's just make it comfortable. She'll be here. At least
Bubbling sound intensifies. Have a good night, fam. Fucking 100% agreed. That's the plan. Just over there. That's that way. I'm looking at it right now.
I can see it.
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna wrap the stream up. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Shannon's awesome. JJ's awesome. Cleosaurus is awesome. And that's not actually her name. Her name's Cleopatra. Cleo for short. She just gets called Cleo, really. Don't you, Cleo? Little sponge, little walnut brain. Her brain can't be any bigger than a walnut, really.
Probably.
Like, if you think about it, look at her head. Look at the size of her head. Her little fucking brain. Like, there's got to be room for, like, there's that. Most of that is mouth, right? Most of this head is mouth. Mouth and ears and eyeballs. Once you think about all the things that connect those things and the brain, right? Like, just look at her brain. Look at her head. Look how small her head is. This is my whole hand. Just for comparison, that's my hand on her head, right? Right, she's a very patient doggo, but yeah, she's a fucking, she's got the brain the size of a walnut, but I love her.
Thank you, Jacob.
Oh wow, thanks, Jacob. You're a legend, mate. See you later, a Hamlin fan. See you later. Might have a sensitive stomach and need special food. Chad Engley. Yeah, there could be that as well. I'll have to check it. I'll have to go to a vet as well. You know,
she was a street cat when she was rescued. Her teeth are like
fucked up. They're jacked up as well. So
they're
yeah,
like jagged and stuff.
But yeah, we'll have to get her checked out. I just think she's on her way out because she's
they
had a
gave
rough
us
night.
paperwork
But,
though. She's gotten her shots and everything. She's immunized.
yeah. So
Or
anyway,
what's the word? Inoculated.
thanks, Jacob. You're a legend, man. Thank you to Corey as well. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone that liked the video. Thank you to everyone that commented. Thank you to everyone that's watching this in the backlog. Join the Patreon. Click on whatever it comes up. There should be a video here at some point, if not now, in a second. Click on that and watch it. We'll see when we look at you. You'll see us when you look at us. That's how the squid inks.
Bye.